blurring. All right, before I play this, never promise someone you're gonna do something with the dog you know you can't do or it won't do. All right? So don't tell them you're gonna train it to be a super saver dog and the dog needs a PTSD dog itself, all right? So just be brutally honest in a nice way. You know, someone says, I want to have my Yorkie become a protection dog. Try to figure out a way to say it can't happen. Now, they can be protection dogs, but they're not going to be a cane and corso. You know what I mean? They're already protection dogs. They bite people anyway. But just because people are going to ask you, and then there's trainers who do it. Not while you're with us. Don't. Because if I go see the dog, I'm like, she told me it's going to be a protection dog? We need to get this dog some medication. Mm-hmm. You know, he's out of his mind. Dog that's too aggressive should not be a protection dog. First off, that's just like giving a bad guy more superpowers. So, and then be brutally honest with it as best you can. So if they're asking you to do something with their dog that you know you shouldn't be doing, I don't care they're paying you, don't do it. If the dog is like has extreme anxiety, scared of his mind, and they want to throw an e-collar on it, you can do it, you can buy it, you can't stop them. But I won't be here for it. So don't try to, like, you know what I'm saying? Try to do their agenda. Like, yeah, they're kind of your boss, but they don't run how you're gonna treat the animal. So, and if you're out there in the field and you're training with them, and someone punches their dog or slams their dog, I expect you to grab the leash and get the dog away from them. Then you can take your time to explain to them why it ain't right. And if that don't work, then you can tell them why it ain't legal and you can call the police. All right, so don't let someone beat their dog in front of you and you just don't say nothing. Because you're implemented.
And somebody's always reporting.
Yep. So if you're standing there with a Madison Bell t-shirt on and someone's beating the dog, who do you think they're gonna blame more? You. You're the dog trainer, you know that's not right. Plus, I don't care. I don't care who likes me. I'm gonna freaking stand up for the dog. So do the same thing for the dogs, all right, when you're out there. And if you're having a hard time dealing with the dog with someone and you know that there's some other stuff going on, you can just tell by the dog's actions. Just bring it to me. You don't even have to deal with it. I'll go to them and deal with it. That way it's not a conflict. And in fact, I'll come out there and hang out with you and watch it, and then it'll seem like you didn't even tell me. I'll just be like, hey, I was out here and I noticed this about your dog and they're doing that. And normally when this and that happens, that's because of some physical abuse. So they won't even be mad at you. I love all the smoke. Keep it coming my way. If you got something dealing with the animal and a customer and it's gonna be smoking, I don't got time for this. And you got proof it's happening, that's why we have the tripod. Record everything. Since y'all have met me, what have I done?
Recorded everything.
I record everything. And if it's not recorded, what does that mean? Well, it didn't happen. So if you go out there and she's got 5 dogs, but you're only getting paid for 1, but you got time today, so you work with all the dogs. And then somewhere down the line, she talks crap about you didn't even work with her dog, and you know in your mind you've worked with all her dogs, you just didn't tell us. It didn't happen. You didn't work with any of her dogs. Do people lie? All the time. The dogs don't. This is the only field where you can say a dog is going to be something or doing something, and another trainer or person come over and prove you wrong instantly. Well, I had an example where a young man was walking his Doberman out here, over here. They were training, and he comes up and asks if they're dog trainers. They say yes. He tells them how aggressive his Doberman is and not to come near it. Meanwhile, I'm on this side doing bite dogs with 2 clients, and I walk past, and so I walk up and I start belly rubbing him and everything, and and he's like laughing it up, and the guy steps back and he gets mad, and he walks off. So how vicious his dog was, and you got this dog on his back with his thing out, having a great time. So you made his dog look bad. And I didn't know, and I didn't do it on purpose. I just saw a Doberman. That's my favorite breed. So I saw it and I went to inspect it, Everyone has that favorite breed where you're walking and then you see you're like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? You go check it out. The other time you're gonna be like, oh, that's an ugly dog, or wow, that's a small dog, right? But when you see your breed, the one that you mess with, and that Connie Corso, that Rottweiler, that Doberman's got really messed up ears, you do a double take. And then the tail's too long or it's too short, you're like, wait. And then the dog is like 3 years old, but it weighs 50 pounds. You're like, wait a minute again. We need to go look closer at this. What do you got going on over here, right?
What is this?
Yeah, what is this, the thing you guys made, right? And the person, because the saying in dog training is this, you'll hear this over and over again. You don't know what you don't know, right? You don't. And right now that you don't know what that means. But it means that if I'm dealing with working dogs and you're dealing with pet dogs, you have no an idea what I'm dealing with. You don't know what you don't know. You're dealing with dogs that like to get treats all the time. We're dealing with dogs that want to kill you all the time. So you can't come on this page talking about what you know about these dogs. And if you ask anyone, and any of the trainers I've worked with or training companies I've worked with, if someone asks me and say, hey, you think this dog will do this? The first thing I'm going to say, let's find out. He's right here. Why are we thinking about it? Let's go find out. No, he won't do it. It's the easiest way to find out, right? The dog's right in front of you. Do not go on anybody's page and talk crap about them and their dog training. We don't do that. I will cut you loose in a heartbeat. I don't care how bad their dog training is. If you want to laugh at it in private or amongst us, that's different. But don't talk crap, you know. There's plenty of people in the world that are going to deal with that situation. But you see rookie dog trainers running on other dog trainers' pages. Dog training world is small. It's very small. Like, I know like 90% of the trainers in Georgia that are good trainers. I don't know the bad ones, I'm sorry. If you say, hey, you know Mike Smith, and I don't know him, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Either I've heard.
I asked you earlier if you knew. You're like, I don't know.
I don't know him. Either I don't know him, I don't. I don't follow dog trainers. If me and a dog trainer click and then I like what they're doing, then I might check seeing what he's doing. Because if I'm seeing what he's doing, that means we ain't making no money, right? If my talking stuff, that means we probably not making no money. So when a dog trainer has time to be on someone's post, it's because he want to be where you are, doing what you're doing, and it's to frustrate you, right? Most dog trainers won't post more than 30 seconds of a video on any social media app. And that's for a couple reasons. One, people don't watch more than 30 seconds. And the other reason is because they don't want to deal with the headache of your way is better than my way. But if you know how to control social media, you can post whatever you want because your page is your world. And if you don't want to hear it, you block and delete. Damn. If you're a professional dog trainer, I will, but I have to bring it in here.